All right, this is Algebra 1, 8C, and I'm just going to go ahead and do these in case someone's struggling, and maybe this will help you with the rest of them. So look right here. Joey borrowed $4 to open a video store. So let's go right here just to begin. At the very beginning, he is already down $4 because he borrowed $4. So right here, when you fill this in the very beginning, to start the whole business off, he borrowed money. So you need to have 0 and then a -4 right here because he borrowed money. Okay, he lost $1 each day. This is not looking good for him. So fill in the table on the right. So if he lost $1 a day, now he's down 5 because he just lost another $1. On the second day, he's down another $1, and he just keeps losing money. I think he needs to reconsider what he's doing. And here he's lost another $1. So this is what you should have plotted in right here. The hardest part is maybe this. When you started, so he's day 0. And since he borrowed, that's why it's a -4. Okay, so look what it says. It says plot these points and connect them. So don't worry about it. Just ignore this line right here. Plot what points you do have, and hopefully you realize that this is your x and this is your y values. So this right here would be like the point 0. I need to get a different pen. That one's dead. It's like the point 0, -4. That's what that point is right there. So hopefully everybody's doing okay. Look, I just marked on that. But here's 0. You're 0 on the x. You're not going anywhere on the x, but you're going down 4 on the y. And let me peek right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you should have a point right there. This needs to be a nice little point. Go ahead and plot this one. It's 1, -5. So it's 1, -5. So it's right there. Then we have 2, 1, 2, -6. And then you're just going to have to estimate this when they kind of run it off the graph, but there's like 3, -7. But they should land in a nice straight line. So remember, I tell you guys, extend your line, put arrows on it, so it should look something like that. Okay? It says write an equation for this line. Remember, anytime you write an equation for this line, I'm going to go ahead and do it right here, but we're always thinking of this equation right here. Y equals mx, I'm trying to do this while looking through my phone, plus b. So right here, your y-intercept, that's always where you start. That's your starting value. It's your y-intercept. Remember, your starting value is -4, so that value is going to be a -4. Or you can think about it right here. It's hitting the y-axis at -4. So this value right here is a -4. Your slope, that's how much it's either going up or down every day. Look, he's losing 1 every day. So you can think about your slope as a -1. So it would be, look like this. I'm kind of running out of room right here, but it's going to be y equals -1x, because your slope's -1, so I'm just going to put -x minus 4. That should be your equation for your line right there. You could have also found your slope if you didn't realize that. Remember, you can connect any 2 points, make your little triangle on the top. Gosh, I can't do this and look through my phone, but do you see how it's going over? See, you do rise over run, so it's going up 1 over 1. So it's going up 1, so your slope would be up 1. And it's going to the left 1, so this would be a -1. So this is kind of review. But either way, you're going to get a slope to be -1. But in this case, I think they really want you to realize that your slope is the constant amount that they're losing or gaining every day. And in this case, since he's losing $1 every day, that's your constant. That's constantly losing $1, I should say that. So it would be -1. So what do they want you to fill in here? Dollars per day. So he's losing $1 a day, so that would be -1. And he's borrowing 4, so that's why it has a little -4 right there, -4. Okay. This time, let's look at number 4. This time Joey started with blank dollars and he lost blank dollars each day. Okay, well, notice they didn't add anything on right here at the end. So he is starting with $0. Remember, this value that is on the end is what you start with, okay? Remember here, he started with -$4. Well, they didn't add or subtract anything on the end, so he's starting with $0. Okay, and he's losing, look right here, he's losing 2 every day. So this would be a -2 right there, okay? I'm looking, they have, yeah, I think we're good because he's losing 2. Use the table under the graph. Okay, so we're going to fill this in right here. So on the very beginning, when he first started, he had $0, and just go ahead and fill this in right here. That's always 0, 1, 2, 3. He loses $2 every day, so this would be how much he's got. And then he's going to lose 2 more, so we have -4. He's going to lose 2 more, so he's down to -6. It says graph the points and the line. So let's get a different color here going so we can distinguish between the two. Just a minute. Yeah, that looks like the same color. Okay, here's your very first point, 0, 0. That's right here on the origin. It's also your y-intercept, by the way. There it is. The next one is 1, -2. So you're going to go 1 on your x, down 2. So it's right there. This one is 2, -4. So you're going to go 2 on your x, down 4 on the y. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's right here. And then we've got one more. What was it? 3, -6. So 1, 2, 3 on the x, down 6 on the y. They better all land in a nice straight line. So you can see we have now this line right here. So you're putting both of them on one line. So there it is. You've graphed it. It says the slope is, here's the slope. The slope is the number in front of the x. So my slope is -2. The intercept, and they're talking about the y-intercept. They should probably be more specific here. But where does it hit the y-axis? It's at 0. Okay. All right. Look at number 7. It says estimate the slope and the intercept of line M. Here's line M. See right here? This is the line M right here. So it wants you to estimate it. Well, right here is your B, or your y-intercept, and that looks like it's at what? 1, 2. So my y-intercept is 2. So I'm going to write this down here. My y-intercept, which is also your B value, is 2. Okay, when you fill it in, what is your slope? Remember, slope starts with your little m. I don't know why they called this line M. I think that's kind of silly. But anytime you find your slope, you can do this several ways. But find any 2 points on this line that you can. I can see this point right here, and I can see this point right here. So make your little triangle right here, okay, and count. How much did it go up? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it went up 4. And it went to the right 1. So my slope, it went up 4, it went over 1, so my slope is 4. Okay? Now, what would the equation of the line be using this slope-intercept formula? Well, here's the equation you guys need to know like crazy. Y equals mx plus b. Always fill in for the m and the b. Your m is 4. So you're going to go y equals 4. Don't forget to write your x. Your b is a positive 2. So you're going to go plus 2. And there's your equation for that line. It says the line is graphed within which quadrants? Right here. It looks like it's in quadrant. Here we're talking about this line. I'm assuming this one right here. It looks like it's in quadrant 1, 2, just a little bit right there, and in quadrant 3. So I guess that's what they want right there. It's in quadrants 1, 2, and 3, right like that. Okay. Graph y equals -2 and label it line G. Okay. When it's y, it means it's going to hit the y-axis at -2. Okay, so what it's going to look like, let me grab a different color here because we got so many lines on the same graph. But y equals -2 is going to be the horizontal line right through, here's -2. It's going to be this horizontal line right here. So make sure you extend it all the way out. They said to label it as line G. So somewhere, you're just going to put a fancy little G by it to label this line as G. Kind of like they labeled this one as line M. You're going to label this as line G. So that would be this one right here. Notice every point on this line, like that point is 0, -2. This one is the point 1, -2. This point way over here would be like 3, -2. This is the point 4, -2. Do you hear every time I say that the y value is -2? Though that's why if you see y equals something, it's a horizontal line through that point. Okay, and that should be it.